So far away Lucas and lovely audience at home, welcome to another episode of Wiki Quickies, the series where I, your host for this week, Karl Smallwood, am joined by my ever illustrious co-host, Lucas Holland.
Hello there.
And we take a quick look at a wiki on a subject we're interested in, and this week is the turn of the Invisible Girl, Susan Storm. And my favourite thing about Susan Storm, and indeed every character in fiction who turns invisible, is that they never acknowledge the fact that if you could turn invisible, you wouldn't be able to sing.
It's fine, Karl. Don't worry about it.
If anyone's like, wait, what do you mean by that? The only reason we can see is because, our brain interprets the light bouncing off the backs of our eyes as image. If you were invisible, the light would pass right through you and you'd immediately turn blind.
Or you're reflecting light around your body or something like that. So either way, the light is not going in and out of your eyes.
And
yeah.
I can't think of a single piece of media where they actually acknowledge the fact that turning invisible means that you're blind as well.
I don't know if there is any examples.
I can't think of a single one. Moving swiftly on, over the half century or so that Susan Storm has been a character, she's been given numerous aliases, nicknames and codenames, both in and out of her comic world. So, Lucas, would you like to hear a few of those now and judge whether or not we think they would work as band names?
I would love to do that, Karl.
Okay, so the first name, The Invisible Woman. I wouldn't buy that album.
No, it's more of a single name, right? It's it's something you name a song, not really a band name.
Malice. And
oh god, Malice.
We all know about Malice, right? We all know that Mr. Fantastic has to have that mile-long dick. Because there ain't no way any other guy is getting all that.
Just that, I remember that skin dropping in Marvel Rivals and everyone being like, hello, Susan Storm, who are you?
I thought your gimmick was turning invisible. Why can I not avoid just this round mound of ass? What the hell is going on there? What other names include? Mrs. Invisible, Mrs. Frank Lando, Nurse Franklin, Sue Benjamin, Baroness Von Doom.
Oh, that's a good one.
It is indeed, yes. And her affiliation is, of course, the Fantastic Four, of which she is a founding member and one of the leaders.
Yeah, and it's obviously quite difficult to change that cast, but considering the fucking X-Men and Avengers and stuff like that are like a revolving door of cast, the Fantastic Four have stayed pretty stalwart throughout the years.
I guess it must be difficult to add new members to a team called the Fantastic Four, because to add a new member you have to remove one.
Yeah, and I think Spider-Man's been part of the group at points,
for a little
right?
bit. She-Hulk was part of it for a little bit, but it's not like, as you said, the Avengers, where it basically has a revolving door policy, or something like the Sinister Six, where every now and again it's like, fuck it with the Sinister 12 now.
Yeah, just the Sinister, however many people we can find to take on Spider-Man.
My favourite thing about the Sinister Six is they became the Sinister 12 for a little bit, still sucked, and then went back to the original Sinister Six lineup, but called themselves the Superior Six. And it's like, the other 6 people who got kicked out must have felt so annoyed. Because if I was the other 6 members of the Sinister 12 who got kicked out because we were shit, I'd call ourselves the even better Sinister Six. Do you think Dr. Octopus trademarked that name?
Yeah, because he also goes by Superior Spider-Man, right? He really likes that word.
Do you know what? I bet every single one of the nicknames for a super team in New York is trademarked by the Daily Bugle.
Wait, I got it. Dr. Octopus.
But I like it.
Of course you do. Dr. Octopus. New villain in town. Doc Ock.
Yeah, just Ghost Rider busting into the courtroom being like, hey, I demand to take the Daredevil name from fucking Matt Murdock. This dickhead never filed anything.
If anyone curious, that is a thing in the comics. Ghost Rider really doesn't like Daredevil, and when asked why, it's like, well, I'm the flaming skeleton who rides a motorcycle and does backflips. If anything, I should be Daredevil. Right? He's just a blind dude who does martial arts. What's that got to do with being a daredevil? I'm literally a daredevil.
Yeah, just he can take Devil of Hell's Kitchen, right? I need to be the daredevil.
Then again, Ghost Rider could also work as the Devil of Hell's Kitchen.
Yeah, true.
Either way, we move now on to the powers and abilities of Susan Storm. So, the Invisible Woman received her powers when cosmic rays bombarded her body. Mr. Fantastic theorizes that Sue Storm's powers are vibrational energy from a higher dimension of hyperspace.
Because of course.
I can imagine Mr. Fantastic telling her that while they're having sex. And she's just like, please, Reed, can we not do this now?
Oh, dear.
I picture Mr. Fantastic as being like Dr. Manhattan, during the Watchmen movie where he's having sex with his girlfriend while working on like a nuclear reactor.
Because doesn't he clone himself essentially and have sex in one room while he's doing work and actually gives a shit about the work?
Yeah,
more?
that's what I imagine of like Susan Storm's like, Reed, come to bed, and she's like, here's a knock on the door, and it's just his penis. Just slams on it. She's like, come on, Reed!
Just that comes in from the other room as he's still sat at his desk.
And I know this is Wiki Quickies, but there is a joke that I can think of that relates to that, and I want to tell it because I'm the one hosting this video and I can. So there's an older woman who's made her fortune on the stock market but never found time to settle down. And she's sat there thinking, well I kind of want a guy right now, but I don't want to really try that hard to find one. So she puts an ad out on the internet, which simply reads, fabulously wealthy woman looking for man to share life with, must never hurt me, must never run away, must be great in bed. And for months, she's bombarded with texts, messages, emails, a couple of people who turn up at the house. And then one day, she has a knock at the door. Goes to answer it, looks down, and it's a man with no arms and no legs. Hello? What can I do for you? The man says, it's me, the man of your dreams. The lady's like, well, okay, explain yourself. He goes, well, I've got no arms, so I can never hurt you. I've got no legs, so I can never run away. He goes, okay, and what makes you think you're so great in bed? He goes, well, I rung the doorbell, didn't I? As of yet, the only limit to Susan Storm's powers seems to be her own sense of willpower and reserves. She's reluctant to stretch her powers until absolutely necessary. The character Hyperstorm once stated that Sue barely scratches the surface of her true potential. In addition to being capable of creation, she's also capable of great destruction. I love that. Like, Susan Storm needs to get that, like, super Namek guru power up, right? Of like, Sue. You've got no idea how powerful you actually are.
Yeah, just needs that Iceman moment, right? Of like, you're a fucking moron, you're so much stronger than you think.
Anyway, so in regards to Sue Storm, her primary power is invisibility/light manipulation. The Invisible Woman has the mental ability to manipulate the ambient cosmic energy for a variety of effects, including rendering herself and other objects wholly invisible and the construction of solid invisible force fields.
Which, that's the kind of scary part of the power. It's like, okay, someone just being invisible, what can they do to harm you? Like, if they're still just a person. But the fact that she can just trap you inside of, like, invisible force fields and you'll never know until it fucking crushes you.
Yes.
Terrifying.
Also the fact that things she constructs are invisible. Because I guess when you're like, looking at comic panels or even like, live action adaptations of Susan Storm, for the sake of us, the audience, they have to give some kind of effect to those force fields and like constructs so that we can tell what they are. Like in comic books, they normally have like just an outline around them. For the people in the comic book being slapped around by these giant-ass constructs, they can't fucking see what they look like. Do you know what I'm imagining? Like, do you know that show, Hole in the Wall?
Yeah.
You know where I'm going with this, right? That's what Susan Storm should do at the start of every combat encounter between the Fantastic Four and anyone else. So just like, send an invisible force field in a random shape down the field at 1,000 miles an hour. And like, unless the villain of the week happens to be doing like that Egyptian pose, they're fucked. Getting pushed straight into the ocean.
I do like the idea of giving them a potential out, of like making the silhouette work and putting it in the force field just in case they feel lucky.
Yeah, because as well, if they messed it up, it'd be like Total Wipeout, right? Where someone gets their like ankle clipped by the thing that spins around. Again, make an invisible Total Wipeout course. People eat shit on that when they know what it looks like. You know what? I agree with hyperspace. Susan Storm is not embracing her potential.
The one that I think is, that big high five in Jackass. And just like every time you walk around a corner, Sue Storm should just be hitting you with one of them.
What's up, dude? What's up, nerd?
What it should do is she should make two of them and one's behind you, so they just like ping pong you into the air. And what she should do is like mentally like inscribe onto the one that hits you in the ass just the words "fuck you," so you never forget.
What's up? Not much. How you been? High five!
She has modest experience in the field of acting, but also she's an expert spy. And he mentions here that she was secretly recruited by S.H.I.E.L.D. during her early years with the Fantastic Four. And you know what? I bet she'd be a fantastic spy. You can't fucking see her.
Of course. Of course she's a good spy. She's fucking invisible.
It's got to be the easiest job ever, right? Sneaking into this place. Oh, however will I do this one? It's good to turn invisible again.
Oh, you've got to, like, sneak into a base. Oh, yeah, perfect. No problem.
Like, it just... Even if she didn't have the ability to create constructs, just being completely, wholly invisible to such an extent, even characters with psychic powers don't know where she is.
Yeah.
He's unbeatable. Because all they need to do is, like, so she can turn other objects invisible. Here, Sue. Here's a baseball bat with one nail in it. Done.
Just that's the thing. It'd be terrifying, right? Because even if, say, she had, like, some kind of, like, quiet weapon that's, like, a gun. Like, a silenced pistol or something like that. I know they're not exactly silent, but if you could, like, just start hitting people with tranquilizer darts and the gun and you were both invisible, what the fuck do you do?
I don't think she needs that. Like I said, give her a baseball bat, or give her a she needs to do, get a razor scooter and start doing crazy tricks and stuff, and hitting people in the ankles with it.
Just wear Heelys at all times.
Man, there's so many things you could do with her powers.
Yeah.
So many, and I hope to see them in that new like live-action Fantastic Four movie, because I'm going to be so mad if all we see her do is this. And just like shoot out force bubbles, right?
Yeah, that's all we've seen in the trailer so far, but I'm hoping that they manage to pull off some bullshit.
It's like she could make herself a giant mech suit that's completely invisible.
True, and she could be invisible inside of the invisible mech.
Yeah. Like, she can make other objects invisible, including someone else's eyes. She can make someone think their eyes have fallen out.
Yeah, why not?
If you've enjoyed this Wiki Quickie on Susan Storm, tune in next week to see us discuss another member of the Fantastic Four in the same format. We also upload longer videos each and every weekend, if you'd like to check out those. Otherwise, thanks for watching, and we'll see you all next time.
Change forever. It's the most fantastic way.